Welcome to MTV Cribs. This is my base. I built this first day of the wipe. S2 Blackout. Starting in February. It is now April. This is the front of the base. This is the front door going outside. We're in South Cherno. Across the water from the industrial side. In the apartments. We have the whole peninsula. I have an outer wall that we're going to run the length of. And it goes all the way around the outside of the peninsula. All these towers, I wanted them right up against the edge, but the game wouldn't let me build right up next to the edge. I wanted to put them right up next to those little pillars and the red bars going across that bar you from walking into the water, even though in game it really doesn't. But the game wouldn't allow me to do that. Especially here on this coast. You can't go out farther than I already did. For some reason, the actual tide in the game makes a difference, and it won't let you get any closer to the edge. That is a tower row along the south end of the peninsula. That is built up that high in order to not let people boost in. Laggy, laggy. And then on the left is the wall that goes all the way around still. Over here was a spot between two buildings where I pinched it. I blocked it. Nobody can come in or out. All of these buildings here have walls in the doorways so that nobody's allowed to get out, except for this one right now due to game decay. I started to build it, but there's about to be a wipe in the next few hours, so there's no point in rebuilding it. And as you can see, the wall outer ring goes all the way back down to the front door. Now we will move our way back around. All these buildings in here have been sealed, so you can't get in from the outside. So even if you get into the inner ring, you still can't get inside the... Or if you get inside the first ring, you can't get inside the inner ring. It's still blocked off. Those towers, watch this spot back here. And we'll make our way back around to the front again. Luckily, in this spot, wherever this concession stand is, I was actually able to build in front of it, so that way you can't boost on top of it. But the other two back here, I was not able to build in front of it due to the in-game tide. It wouldn't allow me to. It affects the fence kits very weirdly. Tower row along the back that watches the whole back side. And at the end, that end of tower row here will watch all the way across the industrial and this front area where our front door is. This area is a nice little pinch in between buildings to make sure nobody can just walk right in. This is our tunnel doorway. This is how we would get in and out of base, and basically here we're protected. We can't be shot from anywhere else. Those walls in that tower cut off anybody trying to shoot from across the way. And due to decay, we are able to walk right in because I had this blocked off where you couldn't just walk through like I am doing now. Now we're inside the inner ring. Here's the door, which we would come into. There is a couple of towers right here to overwatch on the front there. And, if need be, you can lay down and still watch the area. Anybody who comes up. Moving along. All the tents that we have jam-packed back here makes for plenty of space. Lots of space for lots of items. Everything has its own spot. We have tents with just building supplies. We have tents with just car supplies. Moving over to Tower West. Tower Row West, sorry. But first, these towers that we're looking at now, these are part of the outer ring. So if they were to get into the outer ring, then yes, they could access those towers, but those towers don't take you anywhere. This set of towers, you're able to access from the inner ring and work your way out to the west. Right now I'm facing north. Facing west, and this covers the whole part of the whole entrance to our area. Across the way over there is the bridge area, which we use to go back and forth to sides of Cherno. But we usually run that way when we run to West Tents, down in the bottom left corner of the map. Or Kamenka Tents. We blocked off those doorways over there, and because of decay, another room, the 3-story room, is open. And we have issues with people going in there and attacking us from there. So originally they were blocked off, but as the decay set in, they have disappeared. Well, at least that one that I'm looking at with the blue door. It disappeared. And we had walls on the inside there and around back, so I'm assuming those have disappeared as well. That's pretty much it. Now, that's the base. We will go around the back and look at the tower row south along the water's edge. It wraps around the entire building. Oh, and it's time for night vision. And do my night vision need a battery? Sure does. And bam, night vision. Walking around all of our many, many tents. All of these tents, if walked along the top, you can pretty much parkour across the whole base. This is a spot here. It's able to watch down the block and across the street and still have cover. And it's also blocked off so that if you were to get to these towers from this end, you won't be able to just walk in the base because you can't jump in here. You won't be able to jump in down there or here. And there's a gate here to lock from the inside, so if anybody was here, they would not be able to make it in. This is actually a wall into my room, but we will go back around in a second, and I will show you the things that are in my room. We have extra apartments around the side for other members of the team. Plenty of space for, 10 to 15 to sometimes 20 members. There's a room there, another room there. Well, it was blocked off, but it is no longer due to decay. Oh, and these things disappeared that I actually put in here, but this hasn't disappeared yet, but it will soon. This is the bar area towards the end of the Tower Row South, which we will be walking to the top of. See the front here, across to the industrial, and we can watch the whole backside from up here. The canopy nets, camo nets, are for anybody in the buildings of the way that I'm facing, and I will show you in a moment, because there are 3-story buildings down the way I'm facing right now that have 3rd-story window rooms that can be accessed to take shots at us while we are inside our base. One is there, another one is there, and then another one is right there at the end of the block building, right behind the tree. There's windows there. The other windows are across the street. I built most of this myself, but I did have help of my team members. Nitro was a big help. Decoy was a big help. Anybody else who helped me lug logs all the way to base, big help. Thank you. Appreciate it. This is my personal area. These tents that are open are just, you know, for anybody when I bring stuff back and the stuff that I don't need. I have a car tent with a medium tent and a couple of fridges in there with food and boots in the tent. And in the small tent, it is gloves and assault helmets. These canopy tents just hold mainly backpacks because I didn't have any room for them in the closed tent over on the side here because it would be full way too fast. And this is my room. Be ready because there's a lot. I've only been playing the game maybe 6 to 8 months, but I feel like a master builder already. I got some good ideas. I know people may critique and have better ideas than me, and that's fine because everybody's different, but I would love to hear those things. Love to hear what the critiques are. These barrels right here, bam, nothing but plate carriers. In the crates next to it, leather sewing kits and more plate carriers. First 3 barrels in the corner there, all M4. M4s, M4s, M4s. Oh, also Blackout S2 server is also a 50x loot boosted server, so why I have all this stuff and all these weapons. 40 rounders, 30 rounders, everything has a place here. I think these are Deagles, Desert Eagles. This might be my 1 6-shooter left. Ammo for both. Silencers for the M4. Night vision scopes with VSD in there. Don't know who put that there or who took the scope for it, but no worries, there's a wipe tomorrow. More barrels. This medium tent has all flags that I've assembled. Batteries, night vision. Over here is all the night vision helms and head straps. I got VSD, VSD, ammo, VSD, VSD, Tundras, AKs. What's in this one? Some silencers. Up here, BSS and S-Vals. This should be 20 round mags for them both. 10 round mags for VSS and S-Val. And then LAR. LAR. Ammo with full barrel. More LARs. More LARs. I think more LARs. No, ammo. LAR mags. Another LAR. And I think this is my jean jacket. Oh, no. Just a lockpick. This has other stuff. This has Blackout fits and some really nice hunter gear with some masks. There it is. Those are pants. Cargo pants. Black field jackets are the best. Better than tack shirts. Here's some food. And then, what's in there? Oh, my jean jacket. I haven't found jeans though. I think they're somewhere. Upstairs. All these boxes right here, they have sights. No biggie. Lots of ghillie suits. More barrels with ammo and meds. These are all ammo. M4, S-Val, LAR 308. And probably my favorite sea chests of all time. Oh, let's see that. 11. 22. 23, 24. 24 drum round for the AK. And let's move on. This was my room. Thanks for watching. Lock it back up. And of course, now that I'm going to put this video on the internet, I'm definitely going to have to change my code lock. Can't have people getting in my base and seeing my code. Which sucks, because I love that code. And we are now able to get onto the roof of a set of the apartment buildings. We were able to build up here as well. This way, when all of the holes are closed and nobody can get out of the inner ring without going through a code lock, this is the quick way out, especially to the back. Bang. Now we can walk right off this roof into my tower row south, and we're outside. Onto the roof. We can overlook the entire base. Kind of hard to see with the night vision, but there's about 20 large tents. 1, 2, 3 car tents, and like 10 canopy tents or so. Took a few weeks to build. Blackout, being as it is, able to buy NPCs and help out. You know, everything costs, but that's okay. And now we are on the roof overlooking Cherno. Over there's the big church that you can get on the roof of. Over there is the giant building that Cookie Monster took a bite out of, which was a plane. That's the road that looks down the street to the PD. And this is me overlooking the entire base and being able to see down the block in a wide direction. I can see all the way to the train tracks. And most times if you're up there, people won't even notice you're here. I got a nice kill from up here a couple of weeks ago. It was beautiful. Thanks for standing still so long too, so that way I could hit him. Anyways, this is my MTV Cribs DayZ build for a house, taking over a whole section of a city and letting my team members live here for free. And constantly paying for their, I don't know how I would say it. Paying for all the gear that they get. And letting them have a place to store it. Oh, I made it! I made it this time! Let's see what happens. Yes, I'm on the roof. Now I'm on this roof. And now I'm gonna be on this roof. And trying to jump to that is gonna be tough. Trying to get back onto this is going to be tough. Uh-huh. No, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall! I'm dead. Wow, that could have been a hell of a lot worse. I'm glad it wasn't. Yet I am stuck at the moment. So, with that being said, I will close this chapter of MTV Cribs, Blackout S2 edition. Thanks for watching. See you next time after my next build. I'll let you know what it looks like then. Nice.